Well, now, greetings and salamanders and tateritations to you all, salivations, and so on and so forth. I'm going to end up doing a few other little maybe one or two other little videos of like some quote unquote special games that I had gotten lately. You know, they have little other extra knickknacks and so on and so forth, little special type of additions, if you will. But as you can see in the title of the video, we're actually going to be doing two of them today because it isn't really going to take me that long to get through them. So the first one that I want to start off here with, I got it brand new from Best Buy for like $8 and some change, and it came with a Steelbook. So it's definitely worth it because the Steelbook itself alone, apparently, quote unquote, apparently, goes for like $20. And that is a Shenmue III. Some people like the game, some people hate the game. It was a Kickstarted kind of thing, which, to be perfectly honest, I would never use Kickstarter because I don't believe in giving money to something where I'm not really sure if it's going to come out or not. Regardless of what it is, I'm not going to do that. I never have, I never will. So, yeah. But as you can see, it's pretty shiny on the inside, pretty shiny on the outside. Of course, it did come with the regular case itself, but I figured to myself, I was like, you know what, for $8 with a Steelbook, and there's the regular... Focus! There's the regular case itself. You know, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and I'll give it a shot, because to be perfectly honest, I had the remasters that had came out of the first and the second one that came out on PS4, and there's nothing on the inside. And to be honest, they were very slow and clunky to me. It seems to me like they just ported them over. I didn't see anything that was really special about them, so I just went ahead and got rid of them. I was like, I think I ended up selling them to a friend of mine, as a matter of fact. So I got, I went ahead and got rid of them. I was like, this is slow and tanky and clunky and having to go through and follow through with the clock and all this other stuff. So I asked a few people. I was like, well, how is the game? How is the newest one? Because I figured in this new generation of games there would be better quality of life improvements and newer gameplay, smoother gameplay, so on and so forth. Some people like it, some people don't. You can see fingerprints all over that, and I apologize. And some people were saying, oh, well, it's pretty much just kind of the exact same game with just like a new coat of paint or whatever on it. I've barely gotten into playing any of this, but I'm going to put some more time into it. I really think that's a really nice design. But the voice acting in it is hilarious. It is hilariously bad. Like, you want to listen to it and you want to hear it for the simple fact of just how bad it truly, truly is. I guess they wanted to go with that really campy kind of style compared to the way that it was in the other two previous games, because it was the same way. It's very jarring, too, with like how the cutscenes are. It's like you'll see a cutscene, and then it'll switch to another scene, and then it'll switch to another scene, and so on and so forth. Like it fades to black, and then fades back in, fades to black, and fades back in. When after everything that you had just seen could have happened all in one scene, but they sliced it up into different cutscenes, which I have no idea why in the world they did that. But anyways, yeah, so... I probably won't stream this game just for the simple fact that it doesn't seem like it's kind of a stream-worthy kind of title to me, but I'll definitely get back to playing it again and checking it out. But for $8 and some change, you know what? I can't complain. The next one that we have here is Mafia Definitive Edition, and of course, as you can see, it's really shiny right there with the slip sleeve. I actually ended up going, or slipcase, slipcovers, slippity-dippity, flippity-doppity-doo, whatever you want to call it. I actually had streamed this entire game on my channel except for like a handful of cutscenes. One of them, it crashed on me, so I couldn't continue it, and the next one... The next time I was like, I don't know if I should stream it today, but I ended up streaming it anyway, so there was probably like a cutscene or two that didn't get in there. And, I mean, definitely really good game, really like it, very story-driven. I figured it would have been a lot longer than what it is. There isn't any side missions, actually. It's just following one story beat to the next. You can explore the game after the fact and, you know, go find some little collectibles here and there, like some outfits and whatnot for the main character. Like I got him a cowboy outfit because I was over at some ranch or something and just found it randomly, so I guess there is that. And there's these other little stuffed foxes or something you can find. I don't know what those will give you. There's some type of little quest or something that you'll get after you beat the game when you go back into one of the main hub areas, and then it'll say, well, you got to find me at like the northwestern or northeastern part of the map or whatever. And I went there. It's like, listen for a bell. And I was listening for a bell and nothing was happening. So I don't know if that was a glitch or what the heck was going on. But I may end up trying to figure what all that stuff is out later on. Because who knows, they may end up patching the freaking thing for all we know. Patches like crazy nowadays for games. It's pathetic. But anyways, the front and the back are obviously the same as the slip sleeve, but it's just not shiny. But the reason that I wanted to mention about this is well, obviously you got the main character right there. And hold on a second. Get these out of the way. Those are codes. It's nobody's business, even though I already redeemed one of them. But luckily the code was not on the front of the thing. But I already redeemed it anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But this is a poster that is actually of the game itself. It's of the cover, and good thing I actually had pulled this out because I'm planning on possibly hanging it up. And good grief, I thought it was bigger than that. I guess it wasn't. But yeah, this is the poster. I thought it was a little bit larger than this, but I suppose not. But oh well, whatever. But it's definitely one of those really classic kind of style of mobster kind of stories. Like, guy gets involved, guy who wants to get out, guy wants to, get a big payday, and then turn everybody over the cops, screws himself over. He makes friends of the mob, friends screw him over, so on and so forth, kind of like that classic mobster movie vibe. It's really good for what it is, but it does really follow like a cliche kind of mobster story, if you will, especially from some of the movies and things that I've seen, regarding Mafia style of movies. But regardless of that, I don't think that it was worth $40 because it was $40. I think it would probably be worth maybe $30 at the most. But if you guys can, I would definitely wait on a sale for this thing. But regardless, I don't regret it. I don't regret getting it. I really do think it's a great game for sure, especially since I've also got the PS2 version. And the PS2 version, I hadn't even really played. I got it like dirt cheap one day, and I just set it to the side and didn't even bother to go back and play it. And then they announced the remake, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to give it a shot now. So I played it, beat it. Probably at some point I'll go back and play the PS2 version to see if there might be any differences, because apparently they added in some other new things into this that I'm not aware of because I didn't play the first one. And luckily I got through that disastrous race car section that a lot of people complain about on the PS2 version. They're like, I can't play this anymore. It's just so aggravating. And, I don't know if you can set the difficulty on the PS2 version, but the PS4 version you can. And so I ended up setting it to really easy. And I think I crashed a few times, but then again, I still finished it on my first try. You have to get first place. So anyways, but yeah, kind of just want to do a little bit of a brief review of these. And yeah, definitely wait on a sale for Mafia and obviously Shenmue 3. That thing was like $8 and some cents, so I can't complain about it. But anyways, yeah, if you guys are interested in any of those, definitely give them a shot. Check out some reviews, so on and so forth. And I'm going to go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters. Yeah, we're going to go to the olive oil place. We're going to go make some pizzas and some pastas and some calzones and some cannolis and so on and so forth.